They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
You look at this Raiders defense.
They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
There he goes, left side.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. 49 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a bit...
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense for the Chargers very strong in that victory a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it is caught. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
The Raiders at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
But you talk about the defense for these Chargers.
This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
3rd down and 6.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football. Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut him down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now it's Herbert. And his throw is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Herbert throwing again.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
They'll set up a throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 3.
Herbert now.
Pass hauled in by Johnston.
Johnston, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cannon.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Here comes third and about a foot.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Farrell, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw.
Got a man, it's Mayer.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 42. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
They go back to the... And he caught it up!
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 30. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They'll run on first down. Bennett. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. In motion right is Tate. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme.
Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers.
A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point try now from Dicker.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Play action. It's Herbert. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 24 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
He finds Mayer here. Touchdown Raiders. Michael Mayer, 29 yards. And the Raiders get a bit closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Second down and a yard. Jacobs going to try the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Throw left side complete. That's Marshall. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Hitting Mayer here on the out route. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd down and 3. He'll drop to throw. This will be caught about the 5. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught! Touchdown, Raiders! A great effort there as the 1st half is winding down. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On second down now, Farrell. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 21. That one goes for 24 yards. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Looking to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Raiders.
Carlson now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense. Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Finds Johnston. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Herbert on 3rd down now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. A give up the middle to Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Herbert. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Farrell, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll set up a throw. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Now a give to Jacobs running right. 55 yards rushing for him now to this point. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now back to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Justin Herbert looking to pass. take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Herbert now. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Here's Herbert. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Listen, when you're at this point of the game, all options are on the table. 4th down, they say, we've got to go for it. And what a play they come up with. Big yardage there to keep the drive open.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Cam Akers. That's his 18th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken a fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Cam Akers with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Chargers will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Clark Phillips has got it.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. TD.
So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Dicker now to tack on the extra point.
And now it's blocked. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Taking a shot here for Marshall. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. He's got a full head of steam. The race is on. A big play there on the catch and run. 96 yards, everything but the end zone.
What a play right there. This is just a case of get the ball into his hands and let him do his thing. He had all sorts of room to run once he caught the ball, and he's finally taken down after as big a play as you'll see all season.
Akers will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
They'll look to run with Akers.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
He'll look to throw.
That one complete to Trey Tucker.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. Back to throw again. For Marshall, that's complete.
Touchdown! Terrace Marshall.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion. But still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do. And don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense. Right?
That's true. You've said that before. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he loses the football a second time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bennett, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Charger first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.